everyone, this is the car show on Eastern, hosted by Celebrity Cars. So Juve brought this car, and if you ever see this car on the street, don't think that you can pass him, because this car got the power. Let's talk about the engine.
You want me to tell you what the engine?
Yes.
It's 04 LS1 modded. It's got a hot cam, valve spring retainers, port and polish head, hooker headers, 3-inch border exhaust, 463 to the wheels, and 485 foot-pounds of torque. She's a go-getter.
Oh, definitely. What kind of transmission do you have?
Transmission is a T56 6-speed manual with one reverse, so I guess you can say it's a 7-speed. Yep.
This motor is sitting really low. Was it your intention?
You have to. Any car guy knows the motor, the height has nothing to do with it. It has to do with your pinion.
Oh.
So you have to align the motor to the pinion, otherwise it won't work. You have broken driveline or U joints, what have you. So the motor sits there because it needs to. Yep.
So this one, I'm standing right by it. This one is the yellow, the other one isn't. Let's talk about this.
This is a little Sonic jewel that fell from one of my kids' toys. And I didn't have a replacement because I can't find any parts for it. So I stuck it in there and it actually looks pretty good. Yeah.
So that means this is original.
This is original.
Oh, the other side is.
The other side is, this is not. The little jewel is not.
So we have a princess right here. Is this her car?
Maximus, he's a boy. He just has long hair. Max, say hi.
So it's gonna be his car?
He already thinks it's his, so yeah. Max, whose truck is it?
Lena.
What's her name?
Maximus.
And what's the truck's name?
Lena.
Can you tell the mic what it is? What's her name?
Lena.
Her name's Lena. My kids named her Lena.
Lena. So anytime I go to the car show, I'm afraid to have, especially this type of looking car, to like break down really quick, and obviously not. He's just like climbing around and it's totally fine.
Yes, see, I put the emblems in the front. It's the Decepticons because the truck is very deceiving. You know, it looks like an old beater, but be afraid of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. It's great that you're a mechanic yourself, that you can do anything that you like to do this car.
Yeah, the truck is, the body's original and chassis. Everything else is modded. Suspension, wheels, motor, transmission, electrical, plumbing, everything's brand new on it.
Wow. How did you find this car?
One of my buddies picks and tows away old beater cars or trash, and I saw it and I asked him, hey, is it for sale? He's like, yeah. So he tried to sell it to me for $6,000, but with no title. And then finally he came to his senses. He's like, you can have it. I bought it for $1,200, but I did everything myself. I bought it original and did everything else.
How much time did you spend to bring it to this condition?
7 months. Wow. Yep. 8 hours on Saturdays, Sundays here and there, and every day after work.
Wow. Yep. Nice. I want to talk about those little knickknacks that you have on the side of the vehicle. What's in the container?
There's 3 of them. The container on this side has straps, like if I need to move something or tie anything down. The one on the other side is empty, and the one in the back has tools to take off the wheels or whatever I need to.
Wow, nice. Well, let's talk about the bed itself. It's really unique to me that I can see through what's inside. I don't know much about cars, but I thought those the driveline and everything has to be covered so it won't touch any liquid. I guess it's waterproof?
No, it's waterproof and everything proof. The only thing, of course, if you hit a rock or something hard, you're going to damage it, but everybody else knows that. The reason why I did that to it is so you guys can see the work that I did underneath it, and I also can use it if I need to carry stuff. Just don't ask me to carry sand or small gravel, because it'll fall right through. Yep.
It's fun that you know everything about this car and where it comes from.
I know every nut and bolt because I built it myself, you know. I know every little noise and everything it makes. My wife drives in it and she's like, it sounds like it's falling apart. Well, it still has the original wood mounts onto the body, you know. And I left them like that because they still the new ones, but they're plastic. But mine are still good. Almost 80 years old and they're still, you know, holding up and great. So that's all the creaking and cracking you hear inside of it. But it still gives it its originality, you know. still has a piece of its originality. Yep.
That's great. Anything that I missed to cover?
No, pretty much it's a deceiving truck, that's it. Front suspension is a 2007 Police Interceptor Crown Vic. I have two buddies here locally that own junkyards, and every time anything that comes in, they ask me, yeah, I have this, I have that, you guys need anything? So I got it off of a broken cop car that was here from our actual, fleet here that got crashed, and the front end was still good, so I took that and put that in. The rear is a 2000, oh no, it's not 2000, it's a 98 Ford Explorer, 8.8, 373 gearing with posi track, limited slip. Yep.
Wow.
This is a real sleeper.
Real sleeper. That's why I said it's got the Decepticon emblems around, because it's deceiving, I get a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's a putt-putt, and try to go around, just take off, And they're like, oh, they get mad at me. And for some weird reason, Subarus want to go after me. I don't know why, I don't know why Subarus. But I just go, I just give them a little taste, and then that's it, and back off. Yeah.
Yeah, the powerful Corvette engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said the gauge came from?
The cluster came from 04 S2000 Honda. This truck's built with a bunch of junkyard parts. So it's Ford, Chevy, and Honda. The e-brake is off of a 2007 Honda Accord. So that's a Honda part. The electrical and wiring is all painless, and a bunch of my wiring, to incorporate the actual electronics to it. The pedals are all original. Cab and everything inside is all original. The suspension, rear wheels, even those wheels are Japanese. Those are Ray's Engineering. They're actually really expensive wheels, And people ask me why that. I go, because they're good, reliable, and they can take a beating, That's the reason why Ray's makes good wheels, If you buy cheap wheels, you hit a corner or clip something, you got a broken. Yep. This is, like I said, a rare 1-ton long bed. So you can see here, this is a tailgate from a short bed. I had extended 3 inches on each side. It still needs another inch to be complete, but you can't tell unless I tell you. So also, this truck has the original plates for the year that it is. They award them to you if you actually can prove that the truck, if you have the title for that year. So there you go, that's another thing. And then it's got motorcycle lights. 2014 Honda Valkyrie motorcycle lights. Original to me is the design and bodies of the cars, which they have beautiful designs for their era. But outside of that, their technology is obsolete.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You could take a race car from that era and a stock motor from this era will blow the doors off of it.
Yeah.
So to me, I incorporated what I can keep as original and keep it with the original look, but be modern. And of course, have enough horsepower to play with it.
Yeah. It's like you're like a wealth of information, and you got every single part, and you touch the whole portion of this car, and you know so much.
Pretty much. Well, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate coming out here all the time, and you guys will see me here,
Or maybe at work too.
Yeah, or maybe at work. Maybe your machine might break and you might call me to go fix it. Yeah.
I can tell you're gonna be my go-to person for anything. Everything is gonna happen to my car. Very nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you very much, guys.